I miss my beautiful fish. This thing has been with me for many, many years. You guys remember my fish? Such a nice fish. I have no life. All right, my friends, I am in the crypto mining barn. You guys remember this place? It is honestly a mess right now. It is completely packed with a bunch of crap, which I'm hoping to one day just clear it all and have this barn free. But otherwise, you guys know my red shelf. It's been here. My boxed up box walls, making a makeshift hot and cold aisle, as you all know. Okay, I have a 24-inch exhaust fan there, and yeah, this is where I used to have a lot of my Octominers. Okay, well actually I had the X8 Ultras that were here. Altered component, thank you again for this. You gave this to me a couple years ago, man. This is pretty funny. But yeah, I had my X8 Ultra Octominers here. As some of you may remember a couple years back, you know, I had all 10 all across this Husky shelf I got from Home Depot. Nice red Husky shelf, a popular heavy metal duty shelf for crypto mining. But I eventually changed it all out, took it all out, put it back into my other crypto mining basement. As you guys know, same location here. It's just, this is a barn, which is a separate building from the other basement. So otherwise, we've come full circle, and I have ordered a bunch of these new PC SP Octominer server cases. These are X12s, and I ordered 10 of these, okay? And I'm gonna explain really everything regarding why I got these, okay? I know there's gonna be a lot of questions as to why. Red Panda, why did you buy more GPUs? You know, the GPU mining addiction is seriously at the highest level right now, because when I saw the prices of these things and what came with them as well, I was just like, I gotta do it. I gotta buy 10 of these. So let me quickly unbox one of these Octominer X12s. Okay, here is the Octominer X12. This is actually the version 1. This is like not a new revision, because you can actually tell by the 4 fans here. The new ones have like 5 fans. You guys may have seen the X12s in my other basement. And just looking at the date of this X12, it says manufactured date 05/2021. So let me just talk about what's in here real quick, and then I'll explain why I got these. And just a disclaimer, I am not recommending anyone to go out and buy these. I'm just gonna give you guys my reasonings why I bought it personally. So let's go. So this Octominer X12 combo, which comes with 12 RX 470 8GB cards for $329 at PCSP, or their website is pcserverandparts.com. It also comes with 3 750-watt power supplies, which one of them looks like was dislodged in shipping, but the packaging, I have to say, was pretty good. What they did here, it looks like PCSP has made their own custom foam shipping here, which was all encased in this foam, which was really great. Okay, so I didn't see any damage in the corners or any bends or anything, so that was all well and good. I did also notice one of the PCIe cables was dislodged. Okay, this was the one that was going to the controller, so always good to check to make sure nothing is dislodged in these cases. But being from 2021, it really looks like this was not used at all. Like, no dust in these things at all, unless these were put in like data centers, like clean rooms or something. I don't know. These were extremely clean. It looks brand new to me. So I don't think these were used at all. I don't see a speck of dust on any of these RX 470s as well. Just looking at over here on the back, okay, the 470 8 look just fine. The 750 watt, just to verify for you guys, these are the HP server 750 watt ones. Okay, so yeah, these ones are good. Okay, so 3 of them in this Octominer here, and I did that the wrong way. Slide it in like this, which is hot swappable. Okay, and that didn't go in. There we go. Okay, so that looks to be good. All right, so yeah, 4 gigs of RAM as well, and then a Celeron, I believe it's a G3900 CPU. Okay, so that's the spec of this whole setup here for this Octominer X12 Ultra Web3 Cloud. This is probably the company that bought these, but yeah, they doesn't seem like they used them. It does come with the SSD, but we all know that these SSDs are not reliable at all, so I'll probably have to change that. But for $329, $329. Okay, so let me now go through why I got these. Okay, so not only did I get 10 of them, okay, I am gonna fill up this, right, this shelf, this Husky shelf with 10 of these X12s, okay, okay, they did all come with RX 478 gigabyte cards. Am I gonna use these cards? Maybe, maybe not. I'll explain later if I'm gonna change these out. But the main reason why I got these, okay, first is the price. $329 for an X12 Ultra with the 12 GPUs, like the 478 gigabyte cards. Granted, you know, these cards aren't profitable right now, but here's my thinking. If we have altcoin season coming up and if 2025 comes about, you know, the Bitcoin cycle, 4-year cycle, 2025 should theoretically be the year where everything starts going up, not financial advice, of course. So in turn, that's where I'm thinking, like, you know, these aren't going to be great for mining. You know, we can't mine Ethereum anymore. We all know that, right? But potentially, if some type of Kapow coin or multiple Kapow coins start going up in price, then, you know, GPU mining could be great again in that regard, right? And be profitable. But obviously, that could be a stretch. Is that hopium? Yes. Am I biased? Of course, I love GPU mining. And then really another reason is I'm addicted to crypto mining, GPU mining. I really wanted to get these because it was just so cheap. I know all of them together was like $3,500 or something. And then just thinking about in the past, you know, buying an X12 Ultra in 2021, you know, one of these things without the GPUs or anything was like $1,000, right? And then, you know, an RX 580 or these are 478 gigabyte cards, you know, one of these, even a 580 back then, you know, 2021, where they were going for about $500, but that was with Ethereum, right? I don't think we're going to come back to those days where, you know, 580s are going to be $500 again, but you never know, right? You never know. So really, $329, you get the case, you get the GPUs, the power supplies. This is honestly like all in one, like motherboard, RAM, everything. Like it comes all together. Honestly, I really think this is a great deal as well if you are planning on going, you know, scaling your GPU mining farm. You know, like how I'm gonna stack, you know, these X12 side by side. And then, you know, I have, like I said, my hot and cold aisle here. All the exhaust is going to go out the 24-inch exhaust fan, right? So in that regard, that's why I got 10 of these that I can fill this hole up. Am I going to be running these right now necessarily? No. In another video, I will be unpacking all 10 of these and testing them out and putting them up on the shelf. But right now, I actually don't have internet in the barn. I used to have a hotspot, but I got to set up this Ubiquiti bridge, which I have not done for the past 3 years. I already did put this side up on the corner of the barn, and I need to put this side up close to my basement where the other network side is. So bridge the network to the barn here. Anyways, other reasons, you know, again, I'm not saying that, you know, some Kapow coin is going to go up and we're going to be profitable again for mining on these 478 gigabyte cards, but just the amount of hardware that I got here for the amount that it costs for these, I just have to say is just insane. Just comparing, you know, what this type of setup would have cost back in the day. And so my thought process was, you know, buying this hardware when it's low right now, when it's not profitable, and then maybe just even sitting on it, not necessarily just using these for mining, but obviously I'm going to set them up. But, you know, there's potential that I could sell these, you know, in the future, these 478 gigabyte cards, which I was actually thinking of replacing these cards with maybe some type of CMP card. Potentially, I was looking at CMP 100 210s, but there is not an issue with this case, okay, is the spacing. All right, so there are the first 2 slots, you do get a kind of like a 3-slot spacing, but then the rest of them are only like a 2-DIN slot here, which is pretty tight. So not like big boy cards, like if you're going to do 12 big boy cards, like 3080s, 3090s, some AIB models that are bigger than, you know, 2-slotted, they're not going to fit, obviously. Maybe you can do 6, right? We've done 6 3090s before in an X12 in my other basement, as you guys know. So you can use it that way, but you're not going to put 12 like big boy cards into here. It just will not fit. You guys can see the spacing is pretty tight, right? So, which also, yeah, if you put bigger cards, you'll probably have to take out these fans and then put them in the front, because the length might be a concern as well if you do decide to put like 6 big cards, because yeah, the length will also potentially be a concern depending on how long they are, of course. Just realize there's this bar here. But, you know, blower style cards or GPUs that are 2-slotted, you know, turbos or, you know, Founders Edition cards, I think will fit in here, like 3070s. 3080s, I don't know if a 3080 Founders will fit in here. I haven't had a Founders myself, but just be mindful. If you do buy this and you want to replace the GPUs in these things, just be mindful, right? The spacing in these is not wide at all. They're only meant for 2-slotted ones. Thin cards, okay? Or blower style cards, right? Blower style 2-DIN slotted. So let me go through all the points again. Got these because it was cheap. Got these because previous times these were really expensive. If we're on the precipice of the bull run right now, or, you know, altcoin season coming up in the end of this year or 2025, then potentially a lot of altcoins, a lot of GPU mineable altcoins could be good. With these rigs, and you know, if I'm could make $1 each mining on a 470, why not, right? That would be great. Will that last long though? I don't know. That totally depends, but at least I'll have these ready up and on the shelf, ready to go. You know, if just when profitability starts coming back, you know, on 470s, I don't know. Again, I don't think it's gonna last very long. But you know, when that time comes, I can just turn them all on and go to town. But again, you never know, right? I think about how all the market caps of Bitcoin right now and other companies, you know, Bitcoin is still very low in the trillion. So if we could be up to $4, $5 trillion one day, then what's not to say that the other coins, you know, other GPU mineable proof of work coins could also go up and appreciate in price. And thus, you know, when that time comes, I'll be ready to take advantage of those good times when they come around. And I won't be too hard pressed because I only spent $329 on a freaking X12 with 12 480s in them, power supply, motherboard, CPU, everything, right? All for $329, which is insane. Free shipping on PCSP. So if you guys are deciding to buy these, I do have a coupon code down below in the description, but just understand, right, the risks in buying these, right? GPU mining could never come back again, right? There is a potential that could happen. None of these coins that are good on 470s are ever going to go up again. So I'm taking this risk essentially, and we'll see if it plays out. And you know, if it does, obviously I will make a video about it later on and say, I guess buying, you know, 10 of these guys was a good investment. And yeah, just the cost basis of these things is quite insane for what you are getting, right? Just comparing to like maybe buying like an open airframe rig right now with the motherboard, RAM, CPU, risers, all that kind of stuff, it's probably going to equal the same amount as an X12 Ultra here. It's just insane to me. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think, okay? So I will do another video unboxing all these, and of course I gotta test all these, but first I do need internet first before I do anything. So that will be for another vlog. I forgot to show that it does come with some power cables as well. Looks like this is 120 volt NEMA plugs. So that's, yeah, I'm not going to be plugging this into 120. I'm going to be plugging this into 240, which these PDUs are quite old. I'm probably going to change these out for newer ones with the meters in them. And yeah, I can only do 2. And potentially I have been looking about running a new, like a 2 gauge or 0 gauge wire to the barn here for more power, but that's for another time. So I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Oh man, I have a lot of work to do. A lot of unboxing to do.